My rich grandmother made a $13.4 million rule at New Year's. Whoever says I love you gets nothing. Grandma. Eleanor didn't say it like a threat. She said it like a diagnosis. She'd spent 40 years as a family therapist, listening to people wrap demands in affection. She could hear the difference between love and leverage the way musicians hear a wrong note. By 76, she was done rewarding performances, especially from relatives who only reconnected when money entered the room. At New Year's dinner, she set her glass down, looked around the table, and dropped the rule. Between now and next New Year's, she said, anyone who tells me I love you is removed from my will completely. My cousin, Blaine, laughed first. Grandma, that's insane. We're not allowed to say it? You're allowed, she replied. You'll just lose the inheritance if you do. I'm testing who can be in a relationship with me without needing to perform affection out loud. If you care, show it. Don't say it. The family group chat turned into a legal forum before dessert was finished. What about cards? What about phone calls? What about all my love? Eleanor didn't answer. That was the point. Anyone hunting loopholes was already treating her like a prize. January delivered the first elimination. Uncle Weiss, Ray, called to thank her for a birthday check and ended the call on muscle memory. Okay, love you, bye. There was a tiny pause, then Grandma said, you're out. That was habit, he pleaded. Exactly, she said. Words said on habit aren't love, they're noise. February was Blaine. He posted on her birthday, happy birthday to the best grandmother. Love you so much. Someone screenshot it and sent it to her. Grandma texted back one sentence. Out. March was my sister, Nia. She made it 2 months, then mailed a card ending with all my love. She insisted it didn't count because she didn't say it. Grandma called her anyway. You wrote it. Out. By spring, people got clever. Cousin Owen tried to dance around the phrase, you know how much you mean to me, right? In the exact voice people use when they want credit. Grandma didn't let him finish. Out. You're performing around the words because you still want the reward. I didn't treat it like a contest. Not because I didn't love her. I did. But because she asked for something harder than a sentence. Presents without self-congratulation. So I showed up every week. Tea in her kitchen. Talk about her garden. Books. My job. Her stories about couples who said the right things while doing the wrong ones. When I left, I said, see you next week. And I meant it. No speeches, no sentimental landings, just consistency. The family called me cold. Aunt Marcy Whitey said, Rowan doesn't even tell her. She asked us not to. I said, Marcy made it until September. We were talking about Grandpa, and she got emotional. I just want you to know how much I love. She stopped mid-word, eyes wide. Grandma didn't soften. Too late. Out. By October, only 3 of us were still eligible. The house felt quieter, less like a stage, more like a relationship. Then, late December, Grandma Eleanor died peacefully of heart failure. I was there with 2 cousins holding her hand. Even in that room, none of us said the phrase. We just stayed. A week later, the will reading hit like a dropped plate. Estate valued at $13.4 million. The attorney began. $2.5 million to our Isla, our $2.5 million to our Cal Ow. The remaining our $8.4 million to our Rowan Ow. Chairs scraped. Someone laughed once, sharp and disbelieving. Marcy stood up furious. He never even told her he loved her. The attorney unfolded a letter from Grandma and read it like she was still in the room. Ray said it out of habit. Blaine posted it for attention. Nia wrote it for reassurance. Owen performed around it for credit. Marcy tried to say it when she wanted emotion to count as proof. Then the line that made my throat tighten. Rowan visited every week. He listened. He sat with me while I was dying. He didn't announce love. He showed up. That's what love is. Marcy's face went red. I meant it, I said quietly. You couldn't make it 3 more weeks. I used part of the inheritance to fund training for therapists who help families communicate honestly without turning love into currency. 2 months later, Cal called and admitted, I was thinking about the money every time I didn't say it. I stopped thinking about the money, I told him. I was thinking about her. Turns out the hardest part wasn't avoiding 3 words. It was learning how to love without trying to collect interest on it.